And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's Mexico taking on the Cleveland Guardians. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a three-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab, Matthew Boyd. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. They have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong. Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out. Marcelo Meyer, the next to hit. 2 for 10 in the series. And first offering is fouled off. Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty. And that's outside. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Got him swinging.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Two outs, base is empty. High fly ball, shallow right field. Thomas makes the grab, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Patrick Sandoval.
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Bottom of the first. Here's Andres Jimenez. The pitch. Just missed. And a foul ball. The 2-1. And another ball. This is the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Flares it into the outfield. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the Guardians lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Paredes steps on the bag, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
0-1.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
Kicks and deals. And another ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Out to short. Throws to first. Guardians go down in order. Guardians fail to score. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. Here's some real power at the plate. Ramirez.
Number 0.
Boyd back to work. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Isaac Paredes now. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the out.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard.
Runner takes off, and that one fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first. At the belt and fires. Ball one there. This one in the air. Jimenez has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Batting 7.
So up next, Jonathan Aranda. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
On the ground, could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. And that's 2. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's Jose Ramirez. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
There's a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
That's off the mark. And the count 1-2. That one missed.
It's a good take.
And a pitch. And he grounds one back up the middle. And he'll be safe at first.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
And a pitch. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Home team down a run here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1. And that's outside. Line drive, and they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Outside, that's the ball.
That misses off the outside edge. That one the other way. Off balance feed. There's one. And that's 2. One error in the inning, but nothing more. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. Mexico with the lead 1-0. Back now at Progressive Field. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Alex Verdugo. Verdugo in his 6th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
And a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That one way inside. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Alek Thomas now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. One down, base is empty. Up and in, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
Now back, left fielder, Jarren Duran.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's a strike. Next offering is outside.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Bounced up the middle. Jimenez sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. As we go to the last of the 3rd, stepping up for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Here's a 1-1. Bounced up the middle. Little Baltimore chop action for the base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just kept it simple. Played careful with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Ryan Rocchio stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Center field. Thomas grabs it on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Now back.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really...
Oh, now this ball gets down. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. That's exactly what you're taught to do with that pitch, but it's not that easy to execute in a live at bat. Great job of staying on that breaking ball down and away and shooting it to the opposite field. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute.
And a base hit on the line. The run scores from third, and a 2-1 ball game now. He's in there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Goes to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to inning number 4. Cleveland's out front 2-1. Back here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Marcelo Meyer. Boyd back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 3-2 now. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
This one popped up. Jimenez settles underneath it. Makes the grab. 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman.
The line to kick the pitch.
Ramirez.
Outside. Ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time. And there's a foul ball. The 2-1. And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Fry takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. And that one fouled off. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. But the city overall supported the event really well. One out, runner at second. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. There's a strike at the knees.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. And that's 2. So no runs on 2 base hits. No errors and a runner left. On to the top of the 5th we go. Guardians on top, 2-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the first baseman, Isaac Paredes. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 away here in the 5th.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel out.
0-2 is the count.
Messes on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
Fair ball.
Now
2 outs, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Alex Verdugo. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Aranda leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Guardians lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ryan Rocchio. On the ground to third. On to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That
Ball
misses,
one, no strike.
and that's ball one. Base is empty, one away. Here in the third and final game of the series. And that
Ball
one's
two.
a little bit low. Now 2-0. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And he
Ball
walked him.
four. Take the base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his
Now
spot.
batting,
Hitter didn't
second
offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Jimenez in the box again. Takes the strike. Man at first, one away. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Durant snags it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Thomas stands in now and watches strike one. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Naylor around second, headed for third. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He's safe. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Sliced hard but foul. Man on second, two down.
Ball.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now the lefty on the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI. All set for the top of the sixth. Alek Thomas now.
The center fielder, Alek.
The wind to the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Ball to strike. Late on that fastball.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And another ball. The pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
The left fielder.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jarren Duran now at the plate. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
To the right side, Jimenez throw to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Now batting, the shortstop, Marcelo.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Marcelo Meyer, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He was late there. Strike one.
Come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Oh, and he can't handle it. Gets away. And they tagged him out. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles. But you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Struck him out looking. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. The Guardians lead this here in Cleveland. Bottom of the inning. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. And a good eye there. Ramirez goes 5 feet 9 inches, 190 pounds, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Whips it to first, and Ramirez is set down.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, David.
Next is the designated hitter, David Fry. And there's the strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Oh, 0-2 now. Up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And the batter now, Will Brennan. Left-hand hitter waits. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Fry stands at first with 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Runner at second, 2 down. Fastball for a strike. Stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Getting over on the strikeout. Guardians lead 1. And the score stays 3-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. James Karinchak.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Foul ball there. Right-handed reliever. Swinging a foul straight back.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate, but the hands are still stinging after that one.
Here comes a pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And here it comes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Isaac Paredes. And fouled off.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to make...
Runner on the go. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Tying run at the plate. He fouls it off. Will do it again.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 0-2. Runner goes again. Line, and that's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
Backed off the plate that time.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Now 1 out to right. Thomas on the move. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double play. Long throw for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th. So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio.
The shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
The lefty fires. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Thomas settles under it and makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. He's 0 for 1. Slider for a strike. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, second baseman.
So 2 down now. And here is Andres Jimenez. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
To the right side. He'll do it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Guardians going with a new pitcher, Tim Herrin.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The wind of the pitch. That's down and in. A slider missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase appears to be getting loose. Number 36 getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate, but he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Verdugo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hit hard on the ground is short. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Thomas at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
A swing and a miss, and that's that. Bottom of the 8th. Here's Lane Thomas.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Sandoval back to work. On the ground to first, and it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Runner at first with no outs here. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Line drive, hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Flips it for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. And a pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now the shortstop, Marcelo Meyer. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The tying run at the plate. On a line. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's a 1-run game. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's the third baseman, Vinny Castilla. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now.
Swung on, belted, and no one can run it down. Around from second is the tying run. It's 3-3. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good. Hunter Gaddis on the pitch here. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Now it's the DH, Ramirez. He's a guy who does it all. This one in the air right field. Sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
The first baseman, number 17.
And now Isaac Paredes. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Gets the corner. 0-1. On the ground, Roquillo fires over to first, and that is that. So a ninth inning comeback here, and this game back now at Progressive Field. Bottom nine. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry. On the mound now, Manuel Rodriguez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. Okay. That should get the dugout going. And they walk it off and win it 4-3.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. First, for the victorious Cleveland Guardians, 4 runs.